Coventry is shrouded in fog. Wayne Rooney arrives with his Plymouth Argyle side, desperately in need of some Christmas cheer. Well, they're up in the Midlands, desperately needing to get some points on the board. They have really struggled on the road this season. Never, perhaps, in the history of football, have two more decorated players come head-to-head as managers. Well over 200 England caps between them. Gibson with the switch out to the right-hand side, scored his first goal of the season. Bidwell given the opportunity to come back in to the side. Lampard wielding the axe on a couple of the players who underperformed. Here is Mason Clark. They send two yellow shirts over to deal with him. So Bidwell can capitalise on the space, and he puts a decent ball in, and it was flicked on and just wide. Rodoni arriving after the flick on at the near post, and Josh Eccles plenty getting in the penalty area there for Coventry.
Really good build-up down that left-hand side, and we talked about Bidwell back in the team, that cultured left foot that he likes to put a decent ball in there.
And it goes forward, and it's an awkward-looking clearance by Bobby Thomas to the edge of his own penalty area. Eccles clears, there's a big cheer as he gets a good ball forward, actually under some pressure, and finds Mason Clark, and now to Basset, the young Belgian, who's made an interesting start to his career in English football. Now Ben Sheaf clips it to the back post. Sakamoto arrives and scores. What a start for Coventry City.
The ball gets played out, the transition happens, Coventry get an overloaded player, do a great job of getting the ball in 1v1 positions here. Wayne Rooney talks about individual battles, they lose it, ends up being a great dig out to the back post, and Sakamoto doing a good job just heading it down, puts Coventry 1-0 up.
Second goal of the season for the Japanese winger.
So many goals scored in transition. I think that would have been something that Wayne had been looking at, certainly throughout the week, and goals you concede against, but Coventry City doing a great job in defending that initial cross, playing the ball out, picking up second balls, picking up third balls, and really going at the heart of the defence against Plymouth.
Bidwell gets a little touch, and Mason Clark can break away. Left the ball behind him, but dispossessing him is easier said than done. It's a decent looking ball in, and it breaks loose in the penalty area. Desperate defending. Now the referee has a call to make, and he makes no call. Josh Eccles went down as the Coventry players tried to get to that loose ball. He wanted a penalty. Referee says no.
Mason Clark again going down that on his left foot, gets a great ball across. The keeper gets a big arm to it. Plymouth players look to scramble, and it looks like they're a little bit, I don't want to say it, but Finn might have taken a swing at it and certainly caught. Could be a penalty for me, to be perfectly honest.
And Sheaf again. Goes wide, nodded down into the penalty area. Mason Clark more central this time. It comes to the edge of the penalty area, and the long range shot goes in. Josh Eccles from way outside of the penalty area has drilled it hard and low.
What a strike, hits it low into the ground, gets a good connection behind it, but again, all the good play comes down this left-hand side for Coventry. See Plymouth players there, I think they're complaining about a little bit of offside against Mason Clark, but fantastic strike into a floor, bouncing to the back of net. 2-0 up for Coventry.
The trademark Lampard goal was that shot from 18 yards, wasn't it?
The one you just couldn't stop. Every time going through your legs, beside you, try and stick everything out, but the timing of his running onto the ball to get that clean strike, and he done it so well.
Again, they're happy to slow it down, and Eccles spots the run through the middle from Mason Clark. Can he get it under control? He can! Coventry City are rampant. And this man has found brilliant form under Frank Lampard. He's caused all sorts of problems attacking from the left-hand side. This time he goes through the middle. They could have swayed through the Plymouth Argyle defence. And Coventry City will take some catching from here.
Well, I feel like a broken record going down that left-hand side, but it's coming all day. 40 minutes we've been talking about coming down this left-hand side, whether it's been Bidwell over the top, now it's Mason Clark behind him, but you see Moyan, lets him run. No communication with his centre-half partner and just lets him run all the way across, and Mason Clark does a great job with his left foot.
Right back to Mumba. Suits the Hungarian. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Ball there to Randell under pressure. People don't like it, and here's the opportunity that comes from it, and it's in the back of the net. And again from long range, Josh Eccles is deadly. His second of the game. And Plymouth putting themselves under huge pressure. The Christmas gift. Goalkeeper into Randell, who was instantly under pressure. And Coventry took full advantage. Eccles second of the game. Coventry's fourth of this first half.
Well, we talk about complete first half, but I talked about right at the top of the game. Plymouth looking to play out, looking to try and play through the lines, and this time they really come unstuck. The ball goes from Grimshaw into Randell. He ends up slipping a little bit, but not good enough on the touch. Ends up getting turned over, and a gift, an absolute gift of a fourth goal.
Here's Callum Wright. Plymouth would just love something before half-time. Finn with an excellent effort. What a save by Tobin. First time the Swede has been called into action, and it's a super save to deny the young man.
Coming in that left foot, that cultured left foot, and trying to bend it to that top corner. Does a great job to force Tobin into a stop.
Easily the best moment of the game for Plymouth Argyle.
Plymouth going to have to dig in right now. They've got youngsters out there, got inexperience, but the experienced players are going to have to help the other players dig in for this second half.
Callum Wright hasn't scored a senior goal since April 2023. But here he is with an opportunity. Brett with his right side and sliced it a long way wide. Themselves under pressure again.
The expected goals against comes a lot when you try and play out the back and players aren't ready to receive. They're not on the half term, they're not ready to get it, and they're expecting you to go a little bit longer, and that, talk about expected goals, that will go way high up if you keep losing the ball in front of your 18-yard box.
Yeah, Coventry will have improved theirs with the finishing in this game by a large mark. Here's Bidwell. And they're urging Torp to shoot, and he does, and it's a super save by Grimshaw. Coventry supporters are sensing blood. They want their players to have a go when the moment comes, and that was excellent work by the goalkeeper.
Torp just looking for that top corner, looking to bend it and try and get himself on that score sheet. He nearly really does.
Torp trying to get the cushioned touch back again. Now Callum Wright again doing his best to battle away in that forward roll. Oh, now then, the referee's got a call to make here. He's gone jumping into that challenge right. He's been easily the most aggressive player on the pitch, and we've praised him for it. And the referee is just keeping an eye here on everything that follows in the afters. And he'll go over and he'll make his call to Callum Wright. And it's the red. It is no surprise, I'm afraid to say.
No, from our vantage point, looking at that, it does look like he jumps into it. It was a bit of a scuffle. There was a few dodgy touches and no one could get it under control. And just as it breaks away there, you just see Wright just jumps in and ends up being a really clumsy challenge and doesn't do Wayne Rooney and Plymouth side any favours. It's a naughty one.
Kitchen. Thomas wanted to be missed out, I think, and Lati Baudier clips it into the penalty area. Oh, and it bounced, it was a header back towards his own goal. I'm sorry, Nola. bounce just behind. Check out the watch and it's all over. Miserable Christmas for Wayne Rooney. A pat on the back from his old teammate Frank Lampard. Coventry City have won this game emphatically. 4 goals in the first half. A totally dominant performance by the Sky Blues, and the red card for Callum Wright late in the game. The pressure is on Rooney. Full time at the CBS Arena. It's Coventry City 4, Plymouth Argyle 0.